Okay, so now that I have ship movement here, I need a laser. So I think this is going to be the next thing I'm going to do. And so let me break out of this program and figure out just how to do this. So I need to start off by listing where the joystick is located. So that's lines 15 through 20, and I'm going to have to make a change here or an addition. And so I'm going to renumber this. I'm going to renumber line 21, line 20 is 21, list 15 through 21. And now what I have to do is make a statement here. Actually, I might need two statements. The button is another thing that gives me trouble if I haven't done it for a while. So I need to look up how this works on my desktop. And I believe it's two small commands. And now where can I find this? If I look at Tales of Suburbia and I choose one of those files there, it should be in there. Yeah, this isn't going so well. I must have picked the wrong one. I need the... Oh, this is lovely. Here it is. Okay. So, apparently it's... Let me get there. I need two statements. And one is going to go here. One is going to go down here. So, we're going to say if P equals... Now, P is going to be defined as peak. So if P equals 254, now that's the key, 254. So if we look into that area of memory at any given time, it should equal something other than 254. But if it equals 254, then that means the button is being pressed. So for right now, we're going to put sound 5, 1. And I do this as, the next thing we need here is we need to renumber this. We need to renumber line 18 as 19. Now I'm going to list this area again, 15 through, what was it, 20? 15 through 25. So now we need to install the P. P is a variable, number variable. So we have to define P first, and then if it finds that P equals 254, meaning that the button is being pressed, we're going to hear a sound. So P equals, now peak means just what it sounds like. It's going to look into memory, and peak is a slang term in coding. You know, we're going to look into memory, we're going to peek into the memory, and we're going to see what's going on at a certain location in memory, and this location is defined as 65280. So location 65280, and this is all covered in the book. So that's all we need to do there. We just need to define that there. We need to define P, and as area 65 to 80. So again, I'm going to list this. If I don't break something first, I'm going to list this, and now we're good to go. So when I run this, I'm moving my ship. I'm going to press the button. Well, I'm going to shoot a laser, and if you hold the button down, I don't know how well you guys can hear that. You should be able to hear it. When I hold the button down, it's firing, but nothing's coming out, because right now we just have a sound. And this is pretty smooth up and down here. I'm feeling good about this game. It has a good feel to it. But now we need to actually make a laser. So it's going to be done as a go sub statement. And we're going to start it at line 33. We're just going to put laser. And 34 is going to be our graphic. But we need to figure out how to do this. And what I'm going to do is, excuse me for one moment, I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to start off as simple as possible. And we have an outermost limit of 256. So what we're going to do is we need to figure out where to start, excuse me, our laser. And we begin our drawing at 128.96. So the Y is going to be 96. However, 128, now we have utmost length of 15 to the right. So if I add 15 to 128, I get 143. And I believe that's our start point. Plus 1 is going to be 144, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say line 144 is the X value. As you can see here, 96 is the Y value of the tip of the ship. And as I was saying before, these pixels are 1/4 the size of low res mode pixels. So you count them by ones. So if I say 10, it's literally 10 pixels. In low res mode, which is what I'm used to, if I say 10, that's 5 pixels. So this is a lot different for me. I haven't done a lot in high res. So we're going to make a laser beam go from this point to our utmost screen border, which is what was it? It's 254 in low res, but I found that it's 256. So we have two in high res, more pixels to play with here, and we're just going to simply p-set the line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a timer in. We're going to put 4t equals 1 to, laser beams are pretty fast, so we're going to put 50, next t, and then 36 is going to be the same line that we just drew. However, instead of p-setting it, we are going to preset it. preset, which will delete it, and we're going to return to our joystick, and we're going to list 15 through 25, and we're going to leave the sound in there, but we need a better sound. Let's see what it sounds like right now. That sounds like a laser, but maybe we can do better than that. So we're going to edit line 21. Let's try a higher pitch and see what that sounds like. That's sounding better, but I'm very particular. So let's try 75, see what that sounds like. Alright, let's leave it there for right now. So after it makes that sound, it's going to go sub to, now I forgot, edit 21, it's laser is line 33. And that should do it. Let's see what we get. And look at it, we have a nice laser coming out of there now. Okay, this is what we want. However, if I move up, the laser is going to stay down there because we haven't put our Y variable in. So let's do that now and see how we can do that. Now, we're only manipulating Y at the present time, and I think I'm going to change the double Y and the double X to a subscripted number 2, but not yet. So let's edit line 35. We're not even to X yet at all, so we're going to leave that alone. We just need to add the Y variable. And what I'm doing here, if you don't know algebra very well, this is similar to an algebraic equation, but not quite. But it is in the Cartesian plane fashion, but we're only using quadrant 1 of the Cartesian plane, which is positives only. So we take our, it's always in the form of x, y, and you have to start and end somewhere. So as our y goes up or down, it's going to be, subtracted or added. This double Y is either going to be plus or -5, and it will change as the joystick moves. I can't explain it any other way, and it doesn't work. So what the heck happened there, guys? Yeah, this is great. It works if I'm here. If I go down here, I don't get anything. But if you look right here, it cut through the mountain. So that tells me that I forgot to add my variables to line, I only added it to the preset. As I said, talking and programming don't really go together. It's easy to screw things up, but now it should be fine. If I go up here, I have a laser. Down here, look at this, guys. This is hardly any effort at all. Anybody can do this. Alright, we have a defender game going on here already. Alright, so I just put that laser in, and now what we need to do is a number of other things, but like changing the orientation of the ship, which I'm not ready to do yet. But what we need to do is get some motion going on here. So I don't know if I can fit that in today. My videos have been running pretty long, and let's see. So let me get rid of Tales of Suburbia. I don't need that up. What I need is Defender. And now we have to figure out how to get our background to move. And it's going to take a little bit of work. We are going to need to copy these two lines in preset so we don't disturb the rest of the screen. I know that much, and there's going to be a specific order that things need to be placed on the screen as well. So if we walk through this step by step, and I think as the screen moves, we want to present the background graphic first. Now, I was thinking about this last night, and I had a way to do it, and now I'm kind of not remembering exactly what it was. We want to present the graphic. If we move the joystick, we want to present the graphic first, and then we want to present our ship. But there's going to be a number of things to do. It's not that easy. So when we move the joystick, we're going to present our graphic. So let's get that far anyway. And as a matter of fact, we're not going to need this double X in here as I thought, because that is not, I don't know why I did that. I think it's because these things are done in waves here, and then you get rid of the stuff that you don't need. So the first thing I need to do is get rid of all of these double X's. So that's lines 21 through 30. So let's clear the screen and list lines 21 through 30. And it's basically just, well, it changed because I renumbered it. So now it's lines 23 through 30. Let's just list the whole thing here. It's actually, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of editing here. So list 23, list 23 to 33. That doesn't fit on the screen. List 23 to 30. Okay, so I need to get rid of all of these double X's and double Y's, which is simply done. Just delete one of them. Every time you see something double, delete it. And our next problem is at, that was easy enough, line 28. Change this up. Oh, you son of a, you know what? Edit 28. Alright, so we're good through line 28. We need 30, 31, 34, and 35. So edit 30. Just delete one of these Y's. Edit 31. We're going to delete this. List this. And there's only 2 more lines, so hang in there. Okay, there's one. There's one. And we're going to edit 35. Alright, and the program is going to run just the same without all that extra garbage in there. Now we need to make the land mass move as we go to the right. So now that that's done there, we're going to have to list the joystick area, which is 15 through 22, and have the ship moving first. Excuse me, we have the wow, this is really going to be tough. I hope I didn't just get rid of all those and now I need them back. Um, Now the good thing is our graphic is one graphic here, and we're gonna start by editing for graphic is on. So that's fine, but now we need to get in under our return line, which is 14. And graphic on. What we really need to do is create a graphic off. It doesn't matter where I put it, but I need a little consistency. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines, 10 lines of graphic. Actually, it's 11 lines with the return statement. I'm gonna, so what I need is 11 lines. We're gonna have to change 15 to 26. Let me list this. I always have my calculator here when I'm doing this. So 15 is going to become our graphic off. And this is the most important line because it's going to contain our variables just like the ship. And by graphic I mean background graphic. So this is going to be painstaking because you can't copy and paste lines. You have to do everything out by hand. So I might as well just get to it. And it's not going to be that easy because I can't see. Let's just make 16 peak 1. Actually, there's a line before that. List line 5, I believe it is. So 16 is going to be line 256, comma 170 to 246 plus x, comma 170. And instead of p-setting it, we're going to preset it, which makes it disappear. Now, that was our land that grows from right to left. 17 will be our peak 1. 18. It's easier if I list 5 to whatever it is. Copy line 246 plus x 170 to 200 plus x, comma 100. Preset 19 line, and I'm going to test this first. Plus x, comma 100 to 154 plus x, comma 170, comma preset. Clear it, list it. We're going to list this. I want to get into this new area here, graphic off. Make sure this is correct, which is really hard to do. 246, yeah, we start here. 256, 170, 246x plus 170, preset, that looks good. 246 plus x, 170, 200x, 200x, 100, 154x. It looks good up to that point. So what I need to do is make sure this is going to work. So we're going to make 25 a return statement, but we need to make line 23 if j equals 63, then x equals x plus 5. So we need to go back into the joystick area, which is lines 15 through 25. It's not 15 through 25 anymore. It's 26 through 33. Renumber line 31 is 33. List again. This computer is so hard to program because of its limited editing capacity. It's a terror to do, and I screwed this up. It's easy to do with this crappy editing feature. So renum, where the heck do I really need to put it? 36, 34, 1, list. Alright, I want it at line 34. If j, actually 35, if j equals 63, which would be going to the right, go sub. Now we need to figure out where we're go subbing. We'll go subbing to our graphic off, which should be line 15. And I'm going to keep listing this. Edit 35. Go sub 15. So it'll get rid of the current graphic, reapply new variables, and then we need to go sub to our actual graphic on, which is line 4. And that should do it. We should get movement now of the mountains. And what's wrong with 17? Oh, it's a rem line. We have mountains moving, guys, but they're going the wrong way. And so that's good. At least I know this is working in some respect. And it's going to be x minus 5, not plus 5. Let's see if we have mountain movement in the correct direction, and we do. We have mountain movement. We have a laser. Except I don't know why the ship just is moving like that. What the hell is going on, guys? It's getting all screwed up. I don't know why the ship's doing that. And I think I have a good idea, though. Let's run this again and see what the heck is going on. I can go up and down. I can shoot my laser. As soon as I start moving right, we get corruption of the ship. So, why are we getting corruption of the ship? I'm going to find out right now. I honestly, we're getting corruption. Because I think the variables are conflicting, which I did fear, and I think that's why I used the double X's. We're going to need to, I don't know what the conflict actually is. Because I don't have a printout, and it's applying X. So there's some corruption here. And these things are very difficult to figure out. So why don't I just continue with the mountain. And we got through most of peak 1. We didn't, so I need line 9 for, no. I need to make line 20, list 9, edit 20. I need to make these two lines identical. Or actually, there's not a 20 there at all. Let's see here, 154x, 170, 144x, 170, preset. That should take care of a little more of the mountain. So let me run this. I don't know where we have consistency up to this point. So I need to do peak 2 now and the rest of the land. The ship shouldn't be moving at all. So I'm going to need to take these X variables out of the ship data. So let me do that right now because this is aggravating me. So we're looking at lines 39 and 43 are the culprits. So let me edit 39, and I need to get rid of this. This shouldn't be here, not now anyways. And that takes care of part of it. It was 39 and 43. Let's get rid of this. Now by getting rid of this, I shouldn't have that corruption of the ship. And I got rid of that, but I still have corruption of the mountain range. I still have my laser. I just need to copy the peak data, and that's going to be it for today, guys. And I will return again as soon as I can, hopefully tomorrow, to do some more. So we just basically need to do peak 2, which is just 3 more lines. And so let's list this and see where that is. We have peak 1 covered. Peak 2 is covered in 10 through 13. 10 through 13. So I need 10, 11, 12, I need 4 lines here, and I have 21 and 22. Sorry, I was doing some yard work today, and I'm allergic to, I have allergies, and I wore a mask, but my lungs are full of like dust and whatever else, when you're doing yard work, so that's why I have this cough here. So I need 2 more lines. I think if I slip in 2 more lines, that'll be 4 lines in here. 21, 22, 23, 24. That's what I need. So 21, peak 2, and then I don't remember where the others were located. 11 through 13. Okay. So list 11 through 13. That's just 3 lines starting at 22. Line 144x. And we do need the x's because our land masses are moving on the x-axis, where our ship is only moving on the y-axis. So you won't see those variables here. Preset. Now line 12. $150, 112x, 170, preset, one more guys, and that's it. Line 112x, 170, 0, 170, preset. We should be all done. We should have mountain movement, and we do. So I'm moving my ship, I'm shooting my laser beam, I'm going up or down, and as I press to the right, I get the movement that I need of the background. And let's go into this area and see what needs to be done, if anything. So we're getting, as you can see, it's getting all chopped up. Our ship is being placed on after or before. So let me fix this final thing here with you now before I go. And this is simply, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do this. Let's see, list. I have an idea. Alright, so we're getting the yeah, I really don't know. I'm so lost in this right now. If I can't figure this out on screen, I'll have to figure it out off screen. But basically, alright guys, I think I have it. Now we're only going to the right now. So we need to get our ship graphic. Let's do this. Let's edit 105. This is the only line here. And then we'll have to do it for up and down, but I'm not concerned with that right now. This is going to turn into a tangled mess if I'm not careful. So we go sub to get rid of the graphic, then we go sub to turn the graphic back on, alright? And then what we need to do, that's fine. That should happen first. And then, and this is the good thing about go sub statements, you can use them all over the place. We want to go sub to first, okay, first we're going to move the mountain. Then we're going to place the ship, but let's try go sub 175. I'm going to use the same routine as up here, just for now, and that should fix the corruption of the ship. Let's see if this works. Now it's being fixed. It corrupts the ship, but then it fixes the ship. Now this is the best I'm going to be able to do in BASIC, guys. So it's erasing the mountain, current position, and then it's moving it to the left 5, and then it replaces the entire ship. But it's going extremely slow now, and we shoot a hole through the mountain. Alright, let me try this again here. It doesn't need, let's list this one more time. We want to make this as efficient and quick as possible. So here erases the ship by going to 175. Let's edit 105. Get rid of this go sub statement. It should only go sub to 135. And I'll kill the rest of the statement there. And if I list 135, it's ship on. So in its current position, we don't need to erase it. So this is a lot faster. And it does, you know, this is basic, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. But it repairs the ship. It does get corrupted momentarily, but it repairs the ship and you don't notice it. Now if this was done in machine language, it would be a lot faster and it wouldn't be as apparent to the eye. It would just look like a blink. But BASIC is 10 times slower depending on how you program. It's just 10 times slower. So this is the best I can do. We'll have to remedy the hole through the mountain there in a similar fashion as a patch to the laser. But in this as well here, it's going to have to repair that. And it can be done in 2 patches, or it can be done like as a constant redrawing of the screen, which might work better. It will slow it down. I don't know how much, but I can try that. And what I mean is, let's look at the joystick one more time. So this is our logic gate here for most of the program. And I have lines all over the place. So I'm going to need to remember this, but let's go on 124. We're going to make a go sub to wherever our screen graphic is on, and it's line 4. You list. Okay, edit 124. Now, this is another technique that I invented, and it's a constant redrawing of the screen, which it slows it down enormously, but it's going to get rid of all of these corruptions to the mountain. And you see how it's repairing itself. And I believe I can shoot my laser through it now, and it won't leave a hole. So basic is extremely slow. This is just seeing whether or not it could be done in basic. It's not saying we're going to do this quickly in basic, but I am almost there. Now, a simple paint statement to fill in our ship will get rid of the being able to see through it. So we'll paint the ship next time. I'll put some stars in and decide what else I'm going to do, if anything, to improve this game. But it's possible in basic, guys. It's just, as you can see, it's possible. Okay, I have almost a full game here, and we're going to renumber this by ones and tally up just how many lines of basic we're looking at. Only 50 lines. Now, with another 50 lines, I could probably complete the game and have a 100-liner, defender game, and I don't care if it's slow. This is fine. I could speed this up, and to prove that, not that I really have to prove anything, but not that I really have anything to prove here, but let's see if we speed this up by incrementing it double of what we're incrementing it now, which is only on the graphic off. So let's try editing 25, and we'll stiffen this up to 10. And that only needs to be done on the off lines, so I can do this rather quickly. Edit 45, and I don't want to change that plus sign, that's for sure. Let's run this and see how much faster it goes. Alright, so it's faster. Let's run it one more time, because we lost a lot of speed there with all these adaptations. So by doubling the increments, we get our speed back. Most of our speed anyways, as much as we're going to get. Like I said, this is a basic program. And I will see you guys back tomorrow, hopefully, if not the day after. I'm going to clear the screen, and I am going to save this program because I was so upset yesterday. I cut the video off, and I forgot to save my code, and I had to write it all over again, and I was devastated. And so I'm not going to have that happen again. I'm going to save Defender version 3, and it's going to do that, and I'm just going to I'm going to list it. Now, if you don't know how to use the LLIST command, which is the printer function, look at my video, which is printing in XROR, and you can learn how to do that. I always print my programs and I save them as text files, and because you have to have something to look at, and then I print them out if they're really long. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.